Hello, and welcome to some more Satisfactory. My name is Trismegistus, and today, well, the aim of the series is to try and play the game through. And I've been struggling with the steel factory. So you're just setting something up, because I had a job interview less than 50 minutes ago. I have no clue how it went. I would love to get the job, but that usually means I've crapped out. Yes, so is that working? Yeah, there we go. Have we got audio? Yes. Sorry, coming in a bit hot on this one. Well, that seems a bit nice. Yeah. Oh, yes. So we were at the steel factory, and basically, I attempted. Well, I'll show you. So I attempted to. You gonna fly? There we go. I attempted. No, I'm not. I should go the other way. I attempted to do what I was doing at the end of the stream last time on Friday, which was basically using an underneath level on the trains floor, which is where we're heading. Hopefully. If I can find the hole. Here we go. Can I go through there? You can hover. I need to put a blooming power thing in so that I can just hover. Oops. No, go down the hole. But these, basically, I'm trying to hook these up, which is the inputs for the trains, for the steel foundry. So it's iron and coal. And I did actually do this, I think. You see, I've been punching holes in the floor to try and work out where everything is, and struggling like you wouldn't believe, because basically, it turned out last stream that I'm going to need 4 train carriages. Now, I don't need the volume of 4 train carriages, but each train can only output. So it puts the thing on there. These lads here. It only has 2 outputs. So these 2 here are the only 2 outputs from the train freight platform, and I need more volume than can simply be provided by like 1 or something. So basically, both of these need to be level 5s, which is what they are, in order to get the volume of movement out of the system, because you can't do more than 2. I'd be more than happy just to have, like, a 2-carriage train or something turn up and it shoots in there and we'll have a whole sequence of 2-carriage trains, but you can't do that. I need 8, well, I don't actually, I need 12 outputs, and there's no way I'm getting 6 trains in. So what I ended up having to try and do was balancing of outputs, and that is the problem. Basically, say when you get to a certain points in this, because I'm just hovering slightly above the sea, so it's fine there and you can see what's going on, but you get to a certain point and bang, this weird texture appears, and it's extremely difficult to work out what I've hooked up to where, basically. And I spent literally an hour at one point, because you see how this here, which one is it? You can actually do a thing I discovered. I'm sure this is not a known thing. If you go to do that and then no? Come on. You do that, you can skid under the belts. But yeah, so there's one of these that's not hooked up. Is it that one? No. Is it this one? No. Oh, they all appear to be hooked up. Huh. Or is it over here? There's like one up. They all look like they're hooked up. Oh, it's the other end, that's right. Look, they're basically, I couldn't get them to hook up, and it's because I can't see what the heck I'm doing. Basically, that's the problem. I can't see what the heck's with this weird textury thing. You can't tell where anything is. So, I then, like after I kind of torn my hair out, I then tried to put them up. So I sent them up. I was like, right, well, we'll use the upper floor, because this is where they're going. This is where I want the iron and coal to go. Iron ore and coal to go. But it turns out where those stations are. So this here, this is the output from the train. And that's going to be even worse, because I'm going to have to split some of them, you see. So that's going to be even worse. So what I'm now thinking is I send them underneath, but send them the other way. So this is not what we're going to do this stream. I'm fed up with them. But basically I send them below still. Can I punch a hole? I send them below, but instead of this, where I'm trying to work out what's going where, I just send them all this way, say up to this point, punch, you know, put some logistics things in, and we'll just have all of the lifts, because I'm fed up trying to make them, you know, hide them and stuff, because I don't think a few lifts looks too bad, but align them so that they come out here, and then even though they're going to be in the wrong positions, I should be able to feed them into these. But that means reversing all of these, because these are set up with the belts in the other direction. You know, that splitter is a splitter for stuff going that way, not that way, so I'm going to have to turn them all around. Yeah, this game, it's starting to feel really weirdly restrictive, in a way that I'm not enjoying. And it's like a size and scale problem. Oh, crikey. I haven't even got my car here. Where's my car gone? Where's my car? No, not the compass. Where's my car? Should be... The vehicle's turned off? Oh, I wish it kept which ones you'd minimise and stuff. So vehicles are here. Where's my exploder? Where's the exploder? Oh, it is here. What? Oh no. Is the exploder, the Explorer, is it underneath the floor? Or I've been very dumb. Okay. It's saying it's there. Oh, there it is. I don't remember parking that there. But yeah, we're not going to do any of that today. Oh, look, jittering hog. We're not going to do any of that today. What we're going to do instead... They put the hogs back in. And I was a bit disappointed. What we're going to do... I don't really enjoy the game. It's sort of... It's too easy, the combat. So there's no challenge to it. But if they made it difficult... I was going to try and show you. There should be a slug up here that I spotted before. There's obviously a slug on Phallus Rock. Over there. So there's a slug over there. And that's what we're going to do, basically. Because I've run out of hard drive... whatchamacallits. Power shards. So to get more power shards, I need slugs. And we might as well get some hard drives while we're at it. Now, I believe, and this could be a wasted journey, but I believe the scanner, well, not the, whatever it's called, the detector, is it? I can't remember what they call it. Will show me where the slugs are, I believe. Because I can use the radars to show me how many there are. And then I can use, hopefully, use the detector to actually find them. So we kind of need to... we need to get some hard drives as well. And of course the hard drives require all sorts of weird things putting in them to exchange. I was actually finding as well that the power was fluctuating quite badly. So I went and set the nuclear reactors to 90%. But the radiation is getting a bit bonkers. I'm not sure why they've gone for an approach where it like stacks the distance. I get it being more lethal, but... Oh. But for it to extend the distance at which radiation affects you as well seems a bit harsh. So yeah, my thing stacking all those nuclear wastes up could be a little problematic. I might well end up cheating it. I'll just go on satisfactorymap.com and basically delete the nuclear waste. Oh, it seems to be popping things in a lot shorter as well. So they've reintroduced all the creatures that you see. Whoa! Disappeared through the floor then. Well, that's what's happening. Basically, the like the draw distance seems to be even less than it was. So as soon as you, particularly for the Explorer, as you're travelling along, they literally appear behind you sometimes, and it's a bit confusing. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we'd start taking radiation damage here. Oh, it's not quite got to here yet. But yeah, as I say, I might well just cheat it and delete all that nuclear waste. I could set up some more storage, and that was what I was intending to do. But I thought I'd like finish the concrete and the steel factories before, you know, a lot sooner than I had. We could go and do that. I'm planning on going over to the grassland and hunting for slugs there, because it should be easier. Hi Diablo, how you doing? You having a good day? Hope you're well. You have a good weekend? Yeah, so we'll pick up this scanner, which I'm pretty sure lets me see slugs. If we don't, I'll just wander around trying to find them. I'm not really planning anything more complicated than that, because I'm so fed up with that steel factory. I say it's the aspect to it that's frustrating is that it seems way more rigid than it should be. It's like, I don't know, you should be able to kind of design around, whoa, crashing, design around things, and instead you just have to work with what they are. Because 2 outputs to the train stations is a bit pathetic, considering how much they hold. Yeah. I think, how are you? Yeah, not too bad. I had a second interview. It wasn't a second interview, it was my second interview I've had for a job. About an hour ago. I'd love to get the job. It'd be really, really fun, I think. But I don't know. I'm not sure I'm well enough qualified for it. That's obviously a little bit deliberately cryptic. Right, so I need to have a little bit of sort of everything if we're going to go slug hunting. So what am I sort of missing? I haven't really got any iron plates. So I could get a couple of them. Our inventory's fuller than I thought it was, actually. I guess I could put some of them back. I got more aluminium. Oh, I bet I've brought all the aluminium with me, haven't I? No, keep fingers crossed for you. Yeah, I'm hopeful. It's just, I say, I had to kind of do that thing where it's like I could do the job, you know, and I've got. Well, it's a bit like, you know, if it says, you know, you need experience at doing X, then I've got experience at doing X. But if it says you need a qualification that shows, you know, that relates to X, I've not got that qualification, basically. So that it's one of those issues. I say they interviewed me, so I mean, you know, I didn't lie on the CV and say I had them. Here we go. So it's this thing I'm trying to look for. Now, as I say, let's see if it does. This could have been a wasted trip. But, so if we put that, say, there. No, actually put it there. And we get this object scanner. Oh, there we go. So it does do power slugs. Yes, here we go. Now, there was one. Oh, bip. Is it sort of a distance and direction thing? So it's telling me there's one in this direction. And I know there's one on the top there. There we go. Okay. So let's stop it bibbing. How much fuel have I actually got? I've got that much. Okay. So I need to grab some iron plate to say, because we're going to look for hard drives as well. Can I get up there, or am I going to have to build up there? I'm going to have to build, aren't I? I say this is why I don't do it, because I'm a bit annoying. But yeah, I've run out of power shards, and I need another 20 or so for the steel foundry. It's becoming a bit of a bane of my existence, the steel foundry. I thought the concrete factory was bad. Oh no. Suspension on the buggy is cool. Yeah, I mean, oh, you lot. Gonna need lots of ammo as well. Yeah. Another one? This is... Oh. Yeah. You see, this is the problem with the combat. If you shoot it a couple of times in the orange squishy bit, it's done. And it's like... It's not actually a challenge. Particularly now that... So my health is already recovering. They've sort of tweaked that. The special batteries. That's right. Yes. Yeah. I really like the vehicles. They get a bit weird at times because the physics goes a bit nuts when you crash into things that shouldn't be crash intoable. Yes, I'm going to need some more ammo, aren't I? The only thing I would say, my only criticism, particularly with the, it's bad with the buggy. Really, I say the physics goes a bit weird. That's a problem, but. Is the noise is always accelerating and changing up gears. So the buggy seems to have all vehicles seem to have infinite gears. So you're never not accelerating. If you're driving a long distance, it gets a bit tedious, to be honest with you. Right, so we got some iron plate. What else might it need? Might need some of them and them and them. I kept some aluminium. The biggest thing is likely to be power. A lot of them seem to need power. Right. So we need to get some ammo. I need to reload. Yeah, so I've already recovered a point of health. I mean, I'm going to have some nuts. They made it so it recovers health all the way up. And in fact, if you fall off a cliff now, and you've got full health, it won't actually kill you. So it's all become a bit generous. It's one of those things where it feels like it's almost... They feel like they've got to put it in, you know? Right, so... so I've got a good selection of bits and pieces, so hopefully that's okay. I've got that back. You do chew through the ammo. I guess I could put some in the car, couldn't I? Put some in the car. Yeah, I was going to go to the grassland, as I say. Got lots in there, got lots of bombs. I guess we should take some more fuel. Whereas work experience counts more nowadays with my... Yeah, it's... I never quite know, in a sense, where the line is with... Because the problem is more... How to put it? The job isn't exactly the same as my current job. In fact, it's quite different. And I've done that bit, you know, that thing to show... transferable skills, as it were, as they like to call it. I'm just aware that, as you say, experience is kind of king. But if someone, you know, has direct experience of doing the exact thing, you know, that's always going to trump my experience where I'm, you know, it's a bit similar. And I'm arguing that it's, you know, very similar sort of thing. So it's sort of that sort of issue. You know, so like, in particular, say, project management. I don't have, you know, Prince 2 or anything like that, any project management qualifications, and no role I've had is project manager. But effectively, like, half of my role is managing projects. But say there's a lot of difference between me saying it's that and someone who is, you know, both a qualified and, you know, experienced project manager. But yeah, we shall see. At least the interview, I mean, the first interview I had, I don't mean that in a, you know, it was at a different company. That definitely went badly. It was kind of a... It was quite obvious that what they wanted out of someone wasn't what I was willing to do, basically. Right, so I guess we could hop out here. Oh! What are you growling at? Hop out here at the concrete factory. And see how many slugs it says in this area, and see if we can find a few. I don't know if I've put it on stream, actually. This was what I did with the... So I haven't actually done the trucks. Didn't actually do that. But what I've done is I've used the lights as a sort of a path. So if I keep to the left, keep the lights to the left, then it forms like a circular route. Oh, I'm surprised if there's a slug up here. Something. A circular route. As you can see, they're all going back there. So then I should be able to avoid all those deadlocks I was getting. Can I scan from here? Out of range. Okay. Out of range, okay. Because there's a... Oh, I didn't colour it pink. But yeah, this factory is pretty much ready to go. So I just haven't turned the... So there's 18 slugs apparently in this area. Well, we know there's none over there. 18, crikey. This is what I was saying before. I don't really know, I mean, how does this help me? It sort of tells me how many I'm searching for. Oh, I didn't make it colour in. But, you know, so what? It didn't give me any vague indication of where I'm supposed to go. I mean, it's not giving any readings around here. So maybe if we just nip down. Whoa! That's the physics going nuts. It's quite fun though, apart from when it dumps you in a lake. Right, so if we go over to say here, and now hop out. Oh, a bip. A bip. A bip. A bip. Oh, it's not an underground. Oh! Get me shocked then. You see this? I don't get this either. Why are the things spawning where my stuff is? Because if that's now a thing, it's going to be staggeringly ridiculous. Because they're not meant to spawn when you've put things down. Where's my carcass? Where's it gone? Oh, it is. Right, so get the blipper. This way. That way. Oh. Okay, there's one there. So, we put a... No, you're going to get in the way? A bit of a ramp down. No? Come on. Put a ramp down. Oh, it's there, okay. And a lizard doggo, okay. Am I floating in midair? So... Just trying to walk through the rock. There's a jet... there's not a jetpack. There's a hover pack, basically. So, when you're near power... can you see... You see I'm now the character's now holding two controllers. This here is a hover pack. And it uses electricity. So if you've got power access, you can hover, basically. So if I go over here, you can also see, I don't know if you can see, there's like a, it should be below me, there's like a circle thing with like 3 segments filled in. You see how that's decreasing? That's because I'm getting away from the power. And then it drops out and I can't float anymore. The alternative for when you haven't got power is this jetpack, but the jetpack is very short bursts. It consumes fuel like really quickly. It's better for if you're falling. If you want to jump up, you know, then the jetpack is good. You know, up cliff sides, or you know you're falling. You know, I've used it to save myself a lot for falling. But it's fairly late. I could have used it earlier, but I didn't really appreciate how useful it is. Why are you stop? Oh, that one. Was it on the top there? Oh! You see, I put these power poles down for this exact reason. These guys aren't meant to be here. I say, I hope it's not now that... Where is it then? There is actually an interesting effect with the hover pack, that even when it runs out of power, if you hold the space bar, it like arrests your fall. It doesn't stop you from falling. Okay, there's clearly an underground cave here somewhere. Whoops. I guess. Because it's in that direction. I have no way of getting them. Oh, is it? Past all the... Maybe. Whoops. Oh dear. That's bad. Bugger. Well, here comes the first death. Because I can't see anywhere to land. No, there we go. Well, that's going to be massively inconvenient. Because we'll be back at the main base. And so this is the other reason I don't like the slug hunting. Because now I've got to go over and reclaim my chest and all that sort of stuff. just for falling off of a cliff. Right, let's go on. And that chest, unfortunately, it tends to put them in difficult to reach places, so we better grab a bunch of concrete as well. Of course, you need to be near a power line. Yeah, as I say, it's sort of it has a range around any power. It's power connectors. It also works for trains because the trains are like effectively like a power network as well. But yeah, anything that's got power you can sort of use as a you connect to the power grid, and you can float and hover and go up and down. Right, so I did prep one, which is this one. Oh, it's already got fuel in. That's okay. Okay, so we'll get a tractor in. And we'll head over to the other place again. I say this is the other reason I don't like doing it, because it's really harsh punishment, really. Or, in a relative sense, it's quite harsh if you just slip off a cliff. And that's particularly problematic, because some of the bits of the map you can't actually, like the edges of cliffs, you'll just slip off, even though you just stood there at what should be a good distance. You'll just like slide off of the cliff. So I'm not a fan of if these things respawn, even though you've got stuff built there. I'm not a fan of that. I assumed they'd fix that, because there was a problem with the crab things respawning in your base all the time. And they meant to have fixed that. Drive on water. Oh yeah, so it's actually like that was a shallow like river. It's just it looks a bit weird because the way it does the texture. But these are like rivers. You're not actually driving on them, you're driving in them. But water is a bit strange. It's not you can't swim in the game. You can in the sense of you can sort of move forward once you're in/on the water, but it's not really swimming. You can't dive down. It's actually a real problem, because if you dump a vehicle into water, you get ejected from the vehicle, and you can't get back in it, and you can't recover it. Your only option is to deconstruct it. And obviously a vehicle can sometimes carry, if you add in, what you're carrying and the vehicle, there's probably more than is in your inventory. So you deconstruct the vehicle and it leaves one of those chests behind, but you can't then swim down, so you've no way of getting the stuff in the chest. So it's a bit of a, I don't know about a bug, but a flaw in the way it does it. So what you obviously have to do is empty your inventory, then dismantle a vehicle and hope that you've got enough room. It becomes less of a problem later on when you've got a big inventory, but as I say, early on there's actually a chest on the map that I'm pretty sure is from when I did exactly that, and I crashed into the water, deconstructed the vehicle, and there was stuff left behind that I then couldn't get in. So I mean, these guys aren't meant to respawn. They're meant to be gone. Okay, so where's this chest then? Where's it going to be? I guess it'll be on the other side of this. Because what it's meant to do is put your chest Like on the edge of the cliff. It's not very reliable though. Right, so where does it reckon? Oh, it's not. That wasn't it up there, was it? Oh, it's not on, is it? Close the stations, vehicles, trains, radar tower, sources, right. So it's there. Is that it on the top of that? Because there was something up there. Let's go and check. No, see, it's down there. Oh, what a massive pain. So I don't have... I've got concrete, so I can get down there. In theory. Not wrong one, so... But... But the poison... Oh, come on. The poison will probably kill me. And my gas mask and etc. But let's build a shell. So the gas mask is on my body. Can I see it? Where's my crate then? There's my crate. Oh dear. Right. So see how close we can get. Because I probably need to go and get some nuts and stuff. Because it's pretty brutal, I guess. And I can just chug nuts basically, or berries or whatever we've got over here. There are lots of food items in the grassland. Do you know what I mean about it being a harsh punishment? Because it's not like it recovers your, you know, the crate to a nice place. Oh come on, there's got to be some nuts around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't need you. Don't need you lot. Yeah, I can kind of just sort of munch away on nuts. If I can find enough. It's a paucity of nut. How many have I got? I've only got 10, haven't I? Ah, I can do some berries as well. They heal more the berries, but that's not a lot too. Wasn't there a hog here before? Ah, damn. So I've only found a few nuts. Brilliant. Mulberry. Oh, crikey. Don't need you interfering. Dang. Okay. Well, that's not very convenient at all. Okay. How am I going to do this? Badly is the answer. And die again, probably. Where was my crate? Sort of down there. Can I maybe do a path over here? If I do no straight bit, maybe here. Oops. There it is. So. Oh, I'm obviously below the thing. You see, I can't pick it all up. You see, that's the sort of problem. Because I've got to wear some of it. Put that on my inventory. What else? Can I transfer? No, don't put them in. Oh, it's such a pain in the backside. Whatever. Cool. Sort them. I can't remember what order I have everything in now. So that's a head thing. That's my body. Legs rather. That's the body. Can I fit it all in now? No. What am I missing? Oh, it's all just concrete. Why does it look like my inventory's smaller? What else was I carrying? The gun. And bombs. The thingy there. Coffee cup. Oh, I can't be bothered. Let's just have a check. Yeah, it's clearly there's some cave or something in there. I guess I could put some platforms around. Maybe. I won't. So there's I've got a gas mask on basically. Part of the reason I was going to try and do this was because they introduced that and introduced the fact that you can sort of wear multiple items. There we go. There's the cave. Bet there's blowing spiders in it. There's always spiders. There we go. And another one there. I see you. You creepy little monsters. It's a yellow slug though. Nothing's coming for me. Okay. Well, nothing I can see anyway. Grab it then. Oh, not enough space? What are you talking about? Let's just get rid of these. Why have I even got those leaves? I don't think there's anything else in here. But yeah, you can now wear multiple items and carry like head items and stuff like that. Have I haven't got the jetpack on, have I? Got the floaty back on. Okay. There we go. All that. Slug. Right. Anything you would like to be added to the game? Yes. Unfortunately, a lot of it is rather unkindly things that are in Factorio, and perhaps sort of not things that designers are quite intending to add. So, a logic system of some description, meaning so the Factorio has a circuit network. Dyson Sphere program has sort of its own equivalent of that. So I'd love some kind of system that let you do smarter things. It has like smart splitters and like programmable splitters. They're rubbish. They basically don't really do anything. I mean, they're not. That's being harsh, as I say. But yeah, it's sort of it can be a little difficult to manage factories, I find. And particularly, so having had these problems with the steel factory. Oh, it's on the top there. Where really a bit of smarts would have really helped out. Yeah. That would be something I'd love to have. So you're up here. Can I just jet back up? Yeah. Okay. I don't have to make room for something else, don't I? I don't even know why I bothered picking them up. Oh, says there's something in that direction still there. Oh, there's one on the top there as well. Okay, we'll get that then. Yeah, I'd like an alternative to this, essentially. I mean, there is with this. You get trained lizard doggos to. But the hard drives, a different way of unlocking hard drives, basically. Oh, there's one in that direction. But there's one on top of that. Yeah, a different way of getting alternate recipes. Didn't rely on you.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Oh, there's one on the rock there. Well, it should say they're 18, so the place is probably lousy with them. Okay, any others? There's a weak signal in that direction. So let's head over there. Where's the... I just see him drifting along. Where have I left my car? Behind me. Okay. Over here. Oh, there's another one in this direction as well. Okay. Did I walk in completely the wrong direction? No, I did. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can tame these guys, so you can leave like nuts and stuff for them, and it become domesticated effectively, and then they fetch you power slugs. But there's no equivalent for hard drives. You can't get hard drives. I'd say the biggest thing I want to see added, and it's not something I'm saying that, you know, it's something that we know is coming, is the story. Because I'm sort of interested in what the story is.
Harvest.
I'll bet there's one on that peninsula. See if we can avoid the hogs. Excuse me, hogs, I need slugs. I mean, there's... What? Okay. I think top-down view will be handy if zooming in, like laying out item structures way easier. Okay, well that wasn't a... Do I just get rid of this and there's a slug behind it? Yeah, so it's sort of... I mean, they won't be adding that. I'm pretty sure, because there's certain things that are in a sense like not what they're intending. It's like a blueprint system. I mean, that'd be, if we're talking, I don't know, I didn't say that earlier actually. Some kind of copy and paste or blueprint system. Because at the moment, you know, laying down a dozen factories. It's I've moaned about it a lot before, but it's basically like, oh, there's one there, isn't there? You're at the moment you have to lay down like every machine by hand. And they added the zooping, so the extent, you know, but that only applies to the like flooring and stuff. You can't zoop machines, and that seems like an obvious add to me. So I've a horrible feeling they're not going to do any of that. Because they don't want to. And I think the idea is that instead of using the default recipes... Alright, I'm just collecting slugs, lad. Calm down. You meant to get the hard drives and get the alternate recipes. But then my point counter to that is essentially, well, that means they're not optional then, are they? You see, why is he spawning when there's all this gubbins here? You shouldn't be spawning, laddie. You shouldn't be spawning. But yeah, I mean, top-down view. I know there is a, I believe, somebody's working on, or a team is working on a mod to make the game even more like Factorio. Because that obviously is, that is a top-down view, and that's a fair program to me is like a nice compromise between the two, because it's, you know, you can sort of play it more like a third-person perspective or a top-down view. In fact, it has a special mode, which is a top-down view. You can't play it first-person, but yeah, it's sort of... Wasn't there one over there? So that's probably the best version of that. And I say it also now has a blueprint system. It's a little janky because of the nature of the game. But yeah, there is a, I say there is a team working on a, I believe, on a, you know, Factorio in Satisfactory mod. So that I'm assuming will have a top-down view. Oops. There we go, just fallen off a cliff, that's good. In fact, have we got any... There's a sluggy there. I bet it's in that, is it? Okay.
Picking up multiple FICSIT personnel in the area. Proceed
Oh.
with harvest before
Didn't
it's too
stick 'em.
late.
Boom. Ah.
Comply.
Well, you're here. Where's the slug? There's things like that as well, which is a real problem.
Strongly advise
Because this
you to
is, I
harvest
mean, look at
this
the texture on
specimen.
that. It's basically there's a hole in the map. Oh, so maybe it's up the top rather than down here. Yes, yes, I know. Big and scary. But yeah, so my main thing, so a blueprint system, but I've moaned about that endlessly before, is the story. I think that's the bit that needs to be added for me. It's got to be on top of that thing, isn't it? Yeah, there's one up there somewhere. Okay. Okay, let's build our way up there. I think there's some poison plants up there as well, which is what that green gas is. Oops. Oh, somebody's put an explorer in there. So what you been playing, Diablo? You get any gaming time this weekend? Right, so nip in, stick it on the plant, run away like a hero. Load up. Oh, more over there. Okay. Oh, there's the slug. Yeah. But we can get rid of these annoying little leaders anyway. Take that, plants. Take that, nature. Oh, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay. I don't remember you. Oops. I remember you saying it. How are you finding it? I think I'm going to stick a bomb to this guy just for the lols. How are you finding it? I'd be interested to know what you think. Because oh no, I think you said you'd not played the original. I can't remember. But the combat seems to be a sort of halfway house between like the old turn-based style and like a real-time thing. More hogs. More hogs. Always be hogging. Do you mind? So, what's the reckoning? The slug is guarded by this poisons. There it is. Okay. Ah, more hogs. See. Wait. Oh, of course they get killed by the gas now. Forgot about that. I forget it. Oh! Oh, yeah. Follow me to the gas. You going? Oh, not quite enough to kill it, I guess. Oh, there's another one as well. I don't know. Shall I just shoot you in the face then? Cool. Glad we agreed with that strategy. Right. You see what I mean? The combat's just a bit rubbish. Dead. Right. Slug. So I'm not sure what's going on with this infant spawning of fox around here. Bit of a pain. Let's have a nut. And see if we can't find. Oh! There's another one over there. Okay. Or is that a different arch? Okay, let's see. Oh, well, that looks like a horrible cave. Wow, okay. I can't see a slug. Can we go for another death? That's the question. I'd quite like to be able to see it. I don't know where I'm going. Let's just get rid of this annoying little thing there. Enjoying it so far. I like the story. Tifa especially. Yeah. You're a Tifa man then, are you? Rather than an Aerith? Or have you not met Aerith yet? Let's not spoil if you do. It won't mean anything to you. I can't see this slug. I said both of them are prettier than these slugs, I'll say that much. So it's saying it's in that direction, but not upwards. Maybe it's on this wall and just behind me then? Oh, there it is. Okay. Right. That's a 2 meter round. Oh yeah, no. I say it's not. I don't mind the falling and stuff. It's just that it's the whole faff and palaver of collecting your stuff again. Oh, I don't want to do that yet. Oh. Wait, I've already got that one there. Huh. Might well be a second one down here somewhere then. Or it's bugged because it's now beeping even though it's not showing the signs. It's probably this cave probably doesn't go. It's not a drop into infinity. There's probably an actual cave somewhere. You know, an actual floor rather. So I don't find, you know, it's not harsh in the sense that it's not like some roguelike. You get, you know, that's the end of your run sort of thing. So it's not that harsh. It's just, as I say, I find it a bit tedious. Trying to find all my stuff again. You know, when you've got a crate. So where are you bipping about? Well, it could be on this arch somewhere. Might be another one. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I believe. So I've not played the remake. I'm sure I'll pick it up at some point. But it is quite different, as I understand it, to the original. So it's kind of still worth playing the original. Where are you? Will you stop growling at me? I think it's dead. So this seems to be like infinite hog spawning area. They've clearly done one of those. We fixed the bug and actually introduced like another bug. Where is this slug, my friend? Up top, maybe, or? So it's it. Oh, not another one. So they're meant to not spawn when you've built something somewhere. So I don't know if it's just I've got to kill them off and then they won't respawn, you know, when it's gone. So it looks like it's probably on the top here. Let's do that. Ah, it's in the rocks. So I can't see it glowing. Okay. So when you see these types of rocks, they're like destructible rocks, basically. Apparently we're meant to get another heat wave. It's feeling quite warm today. Get some of that there. Oh, there's a slug over there as well. Oh, boom! Missed one. It'd be rude not to. No. Okay. Right, so that's... Oh, there's a slug over there as well, I can see. It did say there are 18, so... I don't know why I'm quite surprised that there are so many. Let's attach... No? Oh, I've got it wrong. Cross to there? Oh. We have had a few hot days with me personally. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of hot weather. I like sunniness, you know. I mean, I prefer winter full stop. You know, give me a cold day. You know, that's just my preferred thing. You know, autumn is just like my favourite season and stuff. But yeah, particularly the type of heat we get in the UK. Because it's always really muggy, you know, really humid. I guess it's because we're like an island nation and, you know, it's just a lot of, you know. I'm trying to remember where I left the car. All the way over there. Okay, let's go grab the car then. But yeah, it always seems to be like hot with mugginess. It's rarely, and particularly no air, so it, you know, you get hot without any kind of wind or breeze or anything to cool it off.
Harvest it.
A few years ago, I actually invested in an air conditioner because if it gets, you know, too hot, too humid, I can't sleep, which is just disastrous for me. Computer definitely does not like it. No. That's the other issue. I mean, it's one of the slight difficulties of streaming this game, because it's taxing my machine so much. It's absolutely, it's like, you know, heat is pumping out of it. Oh, right, there's one there. That wasn't the one I saw before. There's got to be some beasties around here then. There's a beastie there. Am I bothering collecting all the junk? I don't really care, do I? Can I get up there? Oops, no, no. Okay, it's just built up. Yeah, I've got an air conditioner. It's like 99.9% of the year, and indeed some years, it's just utterly useless. And it's just this massive, heavy lump I've got to lug around with me and gets in the way and all that sort of stuff. Then those 3 or 4, you know, days a year in the UK where it's worth having an air conditioner, it's the greatest thing I ever bought. I actually broke when we had the most recent heat spell.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Patrol Figure.
So I had to buy another one.
And need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Wasn't it on the top of that one? No? Top of that one? Yeah, it's on the top of there, isn't it?
Comply.
That thing talking to me, if you can hear it. I hope the game audio is coming through properly. But that's part of the story. You know, what those alien artifacts are and that sort of thing. Oh, God, let's... Where was the slug? What? Come on, Stoogie. Oh, I guess it's down here somewhere. Now I'm not getting any signal at all. Okay. What? Oh, there we go. That is Le Badger. Oops. I've actually found other personnel in the game. No, so I don't know that. So the things they say are like designed to make you pick them up. And I say, why is the big mystery, you know, I'm sure this story will explain. Another one. But no, there is no other personnel. But it's another one that I don't know whether it's meant to be because of multiplayer. You know, it's meant to be a multiplayer aspect to it, but like, because say, I've these strong suspicions that the game is really intended as a multiplayer game. You know, by design sort of thing. Is there a slug down in this, on this wall? What? Yeah, but they're just saying things. I mean, they say things like, I mean, I say it's deliberately comical because, you know, it's coffee stain and stuff. You know, so it says things like, paternal figure is ill. You must collect you know, artifacts to fix, you know, to help them. I can't see this slug. Maybe there's a cave or something. Yeah, they're sort of saying things to try and get you to pick them up, I say, which is an odd thing. It's like, I'm sure there's going to be an explanation, but why would they want you to pick them up? There's also something called SAMOR in the game, S-A-M. In fact, there's a SAMOR mode there, I think. Yeah, this stuff, so SAMOR. But it doesn't have any purpose. You can't do anything with it. Oh, look, there's a little gap there. Maybe that's where it is. And there's two types. There's one called a summer sloop and just like I can't remember what the other one's called. Oh, is it up here? Feels like I'm detecting multiple slugs, but well, it's not more. Oh, flipping heck. In fact, let's just hit this one with a... So there you go. She's, you know, a new thing is it's in your contract to harvest it, and you know, I don't know that we've even got a contract, so
relaying message. Hello, this is paternal figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
yeah, you see, I mean, it's sort of a nonsensical message, you know. Ah, here we go. Is it you I'm detecting? It must be. I found the announcements annoying. It's so repetitive. Yeah, I say they don't have that many, you know, barks. There's a hard drive. Okay. I haven't seen any others. I might have just not missed them. Yeah, so I'm not. I sort of. Very. There you go. So there's Mercer spheres and summer sloops. Oh, you can do hard drives. Okay. But I think that means I've not collected it, which would make sense. I haven't really explored this part of the map. This is Blue Forest. This is the one Mouse was talking about, where he's I don't know, is it he? Where they've got their factory. But let's find my car again. It's over that one. There it is.
Comply.
How many slugs have I got now? It's got 3 yellow and 13. Yeah, so I don't. The repeated, you know, things are very annoying. I'm not saying they aren't. But it's got a sort of point in a sense to get you to harvest them. But it's like, what does that mean when you do harvest them? Is that a good thing, a bad thing? Right, let's see if I can get rid of these guys quite quickly. Oh, hogs as well. Okay, okay. There we go. Right, might as well pick up my goodies. These spoils. Find out what it needs. Oh, I haven't got enough space. Let's put some rubbish away then. And that, and that. Okay. Is it this one? No, it's this one. What do you need? 12 screws. I haven't got any screws, have I? Didn't bring screws. I can make some though. Well, I did see a message on Discord, by the way. I didn't really understand it. I'm afraid that's sort of where my technical lack of technical sort of understanding kicks in. Really, I don't quite know what if anything I need to do. I mean, I should also say, I mean, I'm actually, my intention, I think I explained, but my intention is to get a server myself, sort of thing. You know, pay for it that way. Because I sort of wouldn't want to take up room on yours, you know, for if no one's going to use it, type of thing. But you know, the whole thing's a bit kind of on hold anyway. But yes, I say I'm not quite sure how to respond. Right, so if we go back to the old thingy. Oh, there's still a slug over there. Okay. Where are you then? You're not the same slug I was beeping on before. You can just look on the map. There's some over that direction. It's like a game map. Satisfactory map. And it just shows you exactly where they all are. Okay, so there's obviously a cave underneath me here somewhere. And it shows you them as well, like where the cave entrances are and stuff. So I sort of figured it was more interesting to actually hunt them down. Because otherwise it's really just go to a place, pick up a thing. Rather than work out, you know, where they are and that sort of thing. Right. So now there's that slug there. Now, if I hard drive. Oh. Why in that direction again? So I think that only triggers on ones you haven't collected. Because there's no real... I don't think you can get rid of the actual... you know, the crash site. Because I've done that a lot before, where I've gone to a crash site and been like, oh, I'll pick up the hard drive. And I've already picked it up. So power slug that way. Where's this? Oh. Did I drive past it? Oh, you can go away. Ah, here we go. Would you like a bomb on the face? Of course you would. Everybody likes a bomb. What about you? Do you want one? Of course you do. Of course you do. Oh! All good? All good? All dead? All good? Right, what do you need? 40 megawatts of power. Those are the ones I find the most annoying. Because now I've got to find somewhere where I've... Oh, there's a slug there. Right in the open. And by the time we come back, I bet they'll have respawned. Right, so... where have I got power? Just power there. This might be the way to do it. Can't connect to that though, can I? Have to temporarily do that. Now, where was it? Down here? Here we go. all this is doing, and this is why I find it particularly annoying. Wait. Well, I've only got one hard drive. Did I not take it out the other? Or did I put it in the car? I don't remember putting it in the car. Did I just get that hard drive and not actually pick it up? Where's the car? All the way over there. Oh, hide it. I shall indeed. Thank you. That's just me. Where's my car? Where's my car? Where's my car? I mean, do feel free to use the points. So I sort of, I tried to come up with some weirder ones, but I'm probably going to get rid of the joke one. I just find it slightly too cringy. It's not that. It's that there's no one there to react, in the sense. Because it's like, bad jokes only work if someone's there to groan. And I was thinking about doing a groan noise, like as a sound effect, but say it's one of the many things I've got. Oh, come on. If I had the time, I'd do it, but I don't. It's working out how to rather than. I'm sure once you know, it's a 10-minute job. Oh, there we go. There's the other hard drive. Cool. Okay. In fact, let's keep that with me. But yeah, there's like message highlighting and all sorts of stuff, really. I picked up that slug on the tree, didn't I? But have we got any others? Out of range of power slugs. Okay. Hard drive out of range. Okay. Let's head over to this one then. Because there's a radar tower here. Oops, that's a bit far. Ouch. It's a really big map. It's one of the things I do like about it. It's, it's so super huge. And it's, the biomes sort of make sense, as it were. I mean, they're weirdly small when if you're thinking realistic, real world terms, sort of thing. But where did I put the tool? Oh, cracky! Sorry. Oh, it's on there. So how many does this reckon? So this is 35 slugs. Wow. And 4 hard drives. 35 slugs. Okay. Oops. Past. Out of range. There's no around here then. Power slugs. Oh. Why in that direction? Okay. You see what I mean? Why is that hog where it is even here? I've built a factory where it lives. It's not allowed to live here anymore. Oh, it's on the. Oh, it's. I remember that. I think that's the first slug I ever collected back in the day. In fact, we're better off going from the top. Flying up the creature, I like the way they move. We've got the spot on. Yeah, I mean, one of my favourite things in the game is the ragdolling, particularly when you hit the what I call them the ticks, the great big legged things. I think some people call them giraffes. But when you hit their legs and they go down, it's like perfect. The animation on it, it sort of reminds me of a like elderly person sort of collapsing, Is that funny? It seems a bit sick. But yeah, so there's one in that direction. Okay. So the ticks going down is one of my favourite things. I'm trying to do clips. Apparently that's what you're meant to do. People will like watching the clips. Everything seems to be out short, like short single gag things nowadays. So your TikToks and your whatever, Insta books and all this sort of stuff. Well, if this isn't a cave full of spiders, I don't know what is. Okay, missed spider opportunity there. Right, more slugs. That way. It's a very weird white rock. Look at that one, stands and sticks out in the water. Oh, there we go. There's one. That's a bit suspicious. Well, that's as easy to get to as it is. I guess this is the start, one of the easy starting areas. So it's really not surprising that there's going to be quite a few easy access ones around here. So it's down in that direction. Yeah. I think that's a flower up there, so that suggests it's probably at the top with that flower. Let's see if I can build a floor. Oh no, in fact, I thought I saw it then. Oh, optical illusion. Right. We're going to need a bomb. Yeah, I assumed it would be here. Okay. Super strong signal, this one. No? I guess it's up the top there somewhere. Oh, got a flower. Okay. Got multiple flowers. I really hate these things. I mean, partly because they're gross and horrible. But the whole poison thing is just so annoying. Quite the view. There's a hard drive over there. Or crash site anyway. Oh, there's a slug there. Okay. Oh, and there's a flower as well. So it's got to be on the top here, isn't it? Yeah, it's up there. Okay. Doo-doo. It's different. I saw another flower as well. Where's me? Where's my detonator levels? Oh, and another flower. It's your flower, isn't it? Your flower. Yeah. Oh, it's a purple slug. Ooh. Design Silverton and drive buggy around. Yeah, so that's kind of, that's the type of thing I was hoping to do with multiplayer. So we can see a slug over there already. You have to get quite a long way into the game though, because I mean before you even unlock the buggy. You know, they're fairly high level techs. So it's one of the things I was wondering about this, you know, this map essentially. Sort of making it available as a multiplayer map once I finished essentially. So then, because then people would have absolute, you know, access to absolutely everything. And also hopefully I've then got a factory that's building everything, you know. So I wouldn't have to worry about sourcing materials and all that sort of stuff. So I want to finish the game myself first. I mean, which isn't so. You know, I'd quite like to then at some point play it through multiplayer. I think I'm probably a bit sick of it. You know, playing it through. With all the troubles I've been having. With like the steel factory and stuff. What am I doing? I'm looking for hard drives. Because there is that one over there. That's way over there. It reckons there's something in that direction. Cool things to do multiplayer. Yeah, so I mean, it would be great to do, you know, things like that. I thought also about, I mean, you'd have to do it a bit weird in the sense that, because you could build like mazes and stuff as well. I'm not looking for power slugs, I'm looking for hard drives. These. I say you'd have to, people would have to sort of promise in a sense, not to, because you could just, you know. Oh, there it is. Okay, what do you need? No? Where are you? Okay, where's the actual crash thing then? What? Is it on the top there and I've just not understood? I think that's a slug over there. Yeah, you could make like mazes and stuff. And someone could set up, particularly now you've got, oh, there we go. All the different types of bombs and all this sort of stuff. You know, could set up traps and, you know, see if you can get round without getting blown up and all that sort of stuff. And so you could do all sorts of cool things. And you could have a race to the skybox, you know. You could try and... I think it's a flower actually, isn't it? Yeah. You know, so you can build the, you know, a particular structure, the quickest type of thing. But at the moment, I'm sort of just concentrating on actually finishing the game. Because it seems to be taking a small ice age. Right, get you on there. where is it then? I was led to believe it was going to be here. I'd like to file a complaint with the management, please. Oh. What? It's this way now. Okay. Hey. It's not down there. It's either up or it's like inside this somehow. Does that look like a cave or does that look like a cave? Huh. Maybe it's on the top. Hmm. Oh. Proper cave.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Whoops. Didn't mean to fall in. They actually did like an overhaul of the caves, and they are very pretty now. They're also crammed full of spiders, and while I wouldn't describe myself as an arachnophobe, I'm not the biggest fan. There is actually an arachnophobic mode, I think, in this as well. It's like one in Grounded. I noticed they did a... do you know Grounded? Do you know Grounded? The Obsidian, you know, sort of take on a base builder. I wonder where the heck I've left my car. Over that way. Well, they've said that's going to... That's also, like, exiting early access. Okay. Oh, more salmon. And that also has a story, so I'm keen to play that because I quite like that one, but I got really. I mean, there was basically no story in it when it came out. You know, it took I think it was like 45 minutes to do the extent of the story. But apparently it's going to have a proper one. And being Obsidian, that sounds like a good thing. So I'm quite interested in playing that one through, I must say. That just reminded me because of the whole... Yep. The whole spider thing, because that one has its arachnophobe mode as well. So it's quite pretty. Oh, there's the slug. There we go. Draw distance is horrendous. Can I just jump off that cliff? There we go. What the hell? What doesn't kill you makes you slightly broken. Yeah, but people have built some pretty cool bases in that, because there's a lot in it now. So I only played it when it first came out. But you can build entire forts and all sorts of stuff. Because that's like this, isn't it? It's first person. I'd kind of say that, you know, I keep comparing it to Factoria, but that's probably a closer comparison. Nothing in range, okay. So heading back towards the concrete. Okay. Nothing? Okay. Oops, going the wrong way. We could actually try to program one of these concrete trucks, maybe, to end off. Up this out the way. I think I've had my fill of slugs today. Oh. There's one here. Where are you doing? Oh, isn't there one on the falls somewhere? I seem to remember. There's one like float in like suspended on the falls. Not entirely sure where that one is, because it seems to be saying it's out in the actual thing. Am I into tabletop games, Warhammer, Hero Quest, etc.? I used to be as a kid, not particularly anymore. I'm a big fan of, like, not so much Warhammer, you know, Warhammer, but Warhammer 40k. I love the lore. But I used to like paint minis, and to be honest, it was more the miniature painting that I was into than the actual tabletop game. I always found 40k, as I didn't play it a lot, but I found it like really like complicated to play. Each round took like an hour, sort of thing. But never really got into like dungeons, you know, like role playing, that type of thing. I sort of I'll just say it, I find it a little cringy. I'm not really an actor as such, you know. So I find it makes me a little cringy, sort of trying to, you know, play characters and stuff like that. That's not a bad haul, I don't think, because they're 1. I think they're 3, and I think they're 2, something like that. I can't remember. So that's like 8, 11, so 20, nearly 30 power shards, and I've got that as well. So that's enough at least for the steel factory. So I think I'm going to try and record. If I hit the load path, can I just delete that? No, it doesn't let you delete them unless you're far enough away. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see if we can do this. Where do I actually want this one to go? This is the furthest one, I think, isn't it? In which case, let's see about doing this one. Why do you ask? You're a tabletop player. Actually, let's just check what has it got fuel and stuff. Yeah, okay. So this one should be the nearest one. Right, so if I open the record menu, start recording, get rid of that. So yeah, the basic idea is to keep the lights on the left. See? So you're gonna have them all going right. Now it will do that thing that it did in that one stream where they hit each other in the bum and launch them into the air. But by keeping this path here, because I actually want to go over there. Should I have them all go all the way around the path? Hmm. No, let's see if I can have them do shortcuts. Now, I need to go over here with this one. Like so. Gently does it. F to load cargo into trouble. So we've got the loading. It does that animation. It doesn't really mean a lot. It's the loading bar at the right side that's there. It counts. Should also be fueling as well. Right, so we're now full. So I now come back onto this path here. A little tight on this bit. We could still get some deadlocks. I have to tweak it a little bit. But there's now nothing coming the other way down this stretch, which is what the problem was before. So I need to stick left here. You come round that way. Go to here. Finish the path. Click F to unload. Okay. So now save path. Limestone 1. 01 is. Save. If I hop out, I can check the fuel. Oh, it didn't completely refuel. Okay. I wonder why not. But yeah, if we hop in, we should be able to load path. Why is it not going? Edit this node. I can't remember what the button is. Talk about show load path. Oh, enable autopilot. There we go. So if I set that to like 10 seconds or something. Oops. So hopefully that worked. I'm a bit puzzled why it didn't fully load up with fuel. Wonder if we can just nip over and see. What's in there? Because it could be that I've accidentally not... I mean, it was higher, wasn't it? Because it started off at like 80 or something. Oops. Ouch. Just a bit puzzled why it didn't fuel it up. So it should be on load. Okay. 28.5 seconds. Okay, so maybe if we take that down to 20 seconds or something. Here it comes. What I want to see is if this coal... Oh, there we go. So the coal is going in. Don't run me over, don't run me over, don't run me over. Oh no, it's at 100. I guess it was just what it burnt going back up to the other place. So long as it's at 100 here, we're okay. Okay. Do I do another one? So I'll do a thing like it did before on that. I think I clipped it actually, where it mounted it. Essentially attempted to drive in, and one of them tried to drive into the back of another one and launched it into the air. But the thing is, the game auto recovers that. It will just sort of, you know, pick them back up and put them back on the path. It's the one where it has the deadlock, where there's not a lot we can do about it other than redo the path. Also, this, shall I do another one? Let's do this one. 26, okay. This thing here, to me, the load path, because you can see the path. Why can't I just edit the path? Why can't I move the nodes and stuff? That's what I want to do. That's another thing I'd like to see added on. Because at the moment, if that is slightly off, then, you know, I've got it slightly wrong. Then I can go and like delete a node manually by going there and deleting it. But I can't move the node. I can't add nodes. So it's a bit sort of half-assed. I like that it does this though. It tells you how much coal it is. Because then if I do one that's more than 100 coal, I know it's not going to work. But yeah. That's another thing I think could do some improvement. But the whole vehicles thing is just a mess. Right, record menu. Start recording. Off we go. So I've got to try and remember here to try and stick left so that no vehicles are coming the opposite, you know, opposing path. I can kind of follow the other arrows, can't I? But yeah, the idea is to keep the lampposts on the left. Keep the lampposts on the left. Well, I'm going to take this one. How about we take this one over to the other factory place? So keep the lights on the left. So we'll go to this one. So there, F. Okay, off we go. Now, go back in here. I think what I'll actually do is go around this. Like this. So I've got to keep it on the left. Keep it on the left. So we sort of join them back up. So very good chance that they'll crash into each other and do weird things, but the game will auto-correct that. I've not gone in the right direction. Didn't keep them on the left. Let's fingers crossed that one's okay. I got distracted by the other loading place. Might need to make them both 20 seconds, I guess. Or maybe 30 seconds. We're going to need more vehicles because you see it's just eaten through everything that one dropped off. Okay. So, if I exit first, and then set that to, let's say, I think maybe they all need to be about 20 seconds maybe. So that. Set wait time. No. Cancel. Close that. Right, get in. Then I want to open record. No. Wait. I didn't save it. Ah. Oh. Wait. If I didn't save it, how is it here? What? Open record menu. Is it save path? Could do with some UI tweaks. Okay. Why is that not letting me open the menu? Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe autopilot. Off you go. That's 20 seconds. What about this one? Yeah, let's make that 20. Yes, each one needs a couple of trucks as well, because when you arrive, it's only got a half thing anyway. So it unloads it before I even... So maybe it doesn't need the 20 seconds. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for today, I think. I might well record the others while I'm here. Well, I'll probably go and cool down for a bit. It's quite warm in here. Yeah, maybe 20 seconds is too long. But yeah, so that's it for today. That's it for this weekend. Let's pop open the menu. Open the schedule. There we go. And that's this week's schedule. I should have updated it, shouldn't I? Next week should, let's think, should be back to normal. So Fridays and Mondays should be Satisfactory, 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And Saturday and Sunday will be Factorio, both at 3 o'clock. So Saturday and Sunday streams start at 3 o'clock. Saturday will be more Crashtorio 2, because there's still more to do, at least on electronic circuits, and then more fiddling about. But as I was saying on Saturday, I expect that I will basically... that I will have to either sort of leave it running or do some stuff off stream, because I can't think of too much more to do other than just belt upgrading and stuff while it does these extra charges. I probably shouldn't have bothered with the Factory Extended, the Crashtorio Extended, given that I've turned off biters. It's sort of meaningless, really. But anyway, so that's Saturday. Sunday we'll be continuing the test. I might restart the test, because I realised I had laid out the bases in a really cool way in my test factory, and I just wanted to recreate that, maybe, but I've not done it in the test, so I might redo it, but I don't think I'm going to have the time. But anyway, if not, we'll just continue on. So we're making the bot base. What we'll actually be doing is putting down a bunch of defences to keep us safe, because we're getting to the point where we've triggered all of the nests nearby with pollution. So we need to sort of defend ourselves properly. We could easily get overrun, so that's the next big job. And then building the bot base factory. Once the perimeter is secure, we'll build the bot base factory. Friday, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'll get any time this week at all, because it's just going to be manic this week for me. But yeah, so we could be back to the steel factory trying to fix the problems there, or I might just do the iron copper foundry, something like that. But yeah, so that's the plan. I think. Yeah. If you want to catch me, if you want to catch any of the VODs, then you can find them on my YouTube channel. It's Trismegistus, alias to Triggles. The Twitter's the same. I just post when I'm going live there. Obviously, if you're watching a VOD, you could join us live, say hello. That's just my Twitch channel there, Trismegistus. Follows, very welcome, and all that sort of stuff. There is a Discord. The intent of the Discord is to sort of do multiplayer, as I discussed with Diablo, but I say, so busy at the moment, that's sort of on hold. But if you're interested in that, then feel free to join and sort of join in there. So that's it for me for this week. If you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider joining me again. That's not what I say, is it? My brain's going from the heat. You might consider joining me for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Satisfactory. Thanks for watching. Cheers.